got you. No problem.
How you doing? How you been? Just bought his groceries for his
This is Andy. I don't know. He hasn't been in any of my vlogs or anything, but this is Dobby's husband.
What's up, everybody?
Okay, guys. So we're gonna have a conversation amongst friends, but we're gonna do it kind of like Hot Ones. If you ever seen that. So I went and got some hot sauces. This is the extremely hot one. This is the mild one that we're gonna start with. And then we're just going to ask each other a question. We're both going to answer the question, and we're going to eat the wing. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready.
Okay, cool. So we made these wings. I didn't put too much flavor on them because I knew we were going to put the hot sauce on them after, so. First question. What's a fond memory of your childhood? Okay? So think about that while we eat the wing. The Louisiana hot sauce is first. I'm going crazy with it because I already know I like it because I've had it before. Go crazy with it. I love this hot sauce, but that's it's a black thing, you know?
It's really good.
You never had it before?
Never.
Yeah, it's a black thing.
It's very, very good.
I know, I made chicken wings for my grandmother. I made it with this hot sauce, and she loved it.
It's good. It has a kick.
I mean, she practically drank the whole bottle.
Because I feel like it tastes like Puerto Rican bacon.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's good.
Well, we'll see if we're able to eat the whole chicken wing once we get to the hot. Okay, back to the question. I'm sorry. So you go first. What's a fond memory of your childhood?
A fond memory of my childhood. I would definitely have to say my parents sending me to Puerto Rico with my grandmother. Because, growing up in the United States, you're always influenced by so many different things, so many different cultures and things like that. And so a lot of people tend to lose their identity. And I was very fortunate. Despite not my parents being able to go with us, they would send us with our grandmother, me and my brother. I was able to learn my heritage that way. So
that's good. I'm kind of envious of that because me being half black, half Puerto Rican, I feel like I don't know enough about my Puerto Rican side, which is part of the reason why I moved to New York, so I could experience more of the Puerto Rican side. But so I'm kind of envious of that, but whatever.
I should be.
Mine is just me growing up. When I think about my childhood memories, I always go back to a very good time when I was younger was when I was in dance and doing shows. We used to perform at Six Flags during the summer. We used to have a lot of sleepovers. Sometimes my parents would let me skip school to go to a performance or whatever. Mm-hmm. So that was a very fond memory because of I just had good times during that. It was a group of us, guys and girls, and we just had we were very close and we had a good time. So.
Now, what kind of dance did you do?
A little bit of everything, but mostly it was hip hop, jazz. What do you think happens after death? We're gonna do I love sriracha. This is green sriracha. I've never had green sriracha, so we'll see if I like it.
Scientifically, anything green is hotter than the red. So I get nervous with the green ones.
Okay. Not hot, but really good flavor.
That one has more flavor than it is hot.
It's really good flavor, actually. You want to go first, or you want me to go first? What are you doing?
That's the hot order so far.
That's true. Agreed. Okay.
So what happens after death?
Yeah, what do you think happens after that?
So I was born and raised Catholic, and this is something that is very sentimental to me because after my grandmother passed away, when I was in 8th grade, like I always felt like I knew that there was a heaven. Like, you know, everybody talks about it.
That you knew there was a heaven?
That there is a heaven, yeah. And so, you know, when you're in school and when you go to Catholic school, everybody teaches you about heaven, hell, God, this and that. But I think it was when she passed away is when I had a realization and an understanding that there's a heaven because I still felt my grandmother's presence with me. So, to me, it's always been like a comfort that she's somewhere better.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you think, and this might be going like a little too deep, do you think, okay, let's say they passed away, do you think right now that their spirit is like alive, or do you just think like they're like sleeping right now?
I think that it's alive. I think that it's alive because there's just so many trials and tribulations that I go through, and I feel like when nobody has my back, I feel like she does. Despite her having passed on, I still feel like her presence still being there, like pushing me through and saying like everything's okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's just something about that feeling that I find a lot of comfort in.
Yeah, and a lot of people do. I think they find comfort in like knowing that they're like the spirits of their loved ones are with them throughout life. I believe after death, excuse me, after death that there is heaven, there is hell. But I believe that also like when people die, and I totally get like people feeling like they want to feel their loved ones with them throughout life. But I believe when people pass away, like that's it, they're sleeping right now. And they're not with you until they're with you in the sense like they're in your heart, but they're not like their spirit's really not like with you.
Like she's straight up behind you.
Yeah, like I don't believe that.
Step.
I believe she's sleeping until the time when, you know, God comes and calls everyone up to heaven. Then they're with you.
Yeah.
But that's what I believe.
I always find it interesting too, like between agnostics and atheists, like those who don't know or those who don't believe, like it's interesting to understand what they think is an afterlife or like heaven and hell and things like that.
Yeah. Glass half full or glass half empty. Okay? Get your room. Gotta shake it. Got it.
So to me, anything with sweet in the title that's supposed to be hot, I don't think would be hot.
I don't know, sweet and spicy complement each other. Automatically like a smoky flavor right off the bat. Not bad though.
I'm still deciding.
She's a picky eater.
I'm a very picky eater.
I actually like it. I didn't think I was going to.
It's not my favorite.
I figured. Okay. In tradition of
Because honestly, I don't find it spicy. I find it more smoky.
It is very smoky.
I'm not tasting the sweet. I'm not tasting the spice. I'm tasting the smoke.
But I think it's good, like midway point, because she's about to get real here. Okay. About to get real.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
There's a kick. There's a kick.
So glass half full or glass half empty?
Go for it.
Well, me first. Okay. I feel like growing up, I was a glass half empty type of person because I was very just realistic in situations. But through the years and through all the stuff I've been through in life, I'm more so a glass half full type of person because I just realized that like I can see the good in like really like any situation. I really can. I've learned to like be able to do that through all the stuff I've gone through because I had to at some point in my life. Like I had to see like the good out of it, like the glass half full, not empty, you know, and be very positive and optimistic about things. So I think that's where I'm at in my life, is like glass half full.
For me, that's a super interesting question because personally, I always see the glass half empty. I always feel like things can always be better. I always feel as though like things can always be improved for me. Like I always feel like I can do everything better. But when it comes down to a situation when I'm dealing with other people, like in any situation actually, to me I keep that positive vibe and I make sure that everybody thinks that the glass is half full. I'm just like, don't focus on the negative, focus on the positive.
But do you feel that way, or are you just make sure everyone else feels that way around you? But
I
deep
want
down with inside, you like think it's half empty, but you want everyone to think it's half full. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does make sense. When I'm with other people, or if I'm doing something for somebody else, it will be half full.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing something for me, like let's just say going to the gym, like okay, I got on the treadmill and I did 30 minutes. I will say, you know, the glass was half empty because I could have gone that extra 15 minutes. Like
okay, I got you. So you're like a little more difficult.
I'm more difficult on myself.
Yeah, I see that for you. Yeah,
so
I definitely see that.
Gee, thanks.
I mean, it's not a bad thing, but you know,
I'm my biggest critic. That's
of course.
Yeah, I'm my biggest.
I think most people are. But when it starts to like weigh on your mental health, I think that's when you like need to like reevaluate and be like, okay, do I need to like change my outlook on things?
Yeah.
Not saying that's the case for you, but it is.
It might be.
The worst job you ever had. I've had so many jobs. I think I've had more jobs than you, so I have to really think about this. Okay, now we get to the hot. This is Tres Diablos.
Tres Diablos.
He always makes fun of me because of my Spanish.
He's Puerto Rican. He needs to know Spanish.
It's true. I tried. So, let's try this. I'm nervous.
Okay, that just came out like it came out hell. I'm scared.
I'm nervous.
I mean,
feel
you
like
just dumped it on there like it was nothing.
I mean, I can deal with spice, though.
We're about to find out.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to rub this in.
Just dab some of that off. I mean, it's definitely spicy.
That's spicy.
It's one of those, like, you bite into it and immediately it's like, it takes your breath away. Like, you feel like you're about to hiccup.
Don't breathe it in because it'll open up your sinuses.
Oh my gosh.
That's from the Diablo.
I'm going to have the hiccups. I already feel it.
Did you bring some milk?
No.
Toothpaste. Where is this from?
I got these at the same Pepper's Palace. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Ask that question.
Okay, what's the worst job you ever had? That's spicy. Am I going first?
Yeah, you are. Go ahead.
I can't breathe. Okay. Okay, I think it was my first job, which was Chuck E. Cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It was terrible in the sense that, like, I love kids. I love being around kids, but, like, oh my God.
I can't. I'm going to start crying.
Okay, it was terrible in the sense, like, sometimes they would make you, like, especially if you're new, dress up in the Chuck E. Cheese costume. And I hated it. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. Because I would dress up in it and then kids would like run up to me and be like Chucky! First off, you had the kids that were like scared, that were like petrified and they're like crying and running to their mommy.
My lips are burning.
Yeah, my tongue's on fire. So you feel terrible because like the kids are like crying. And then you have the kids that like love you and like run up to you and want to hug you. But then like, they're very short, so they're like at the same height as, you know, my area, and they like run up to me and they're like hitting me. They don't realize they're like, I have like, you're hitting my area, and so I'm like, oh my god, like so many times. That happens so many times to the point like I used to get so mad at kids, like I wanted to like hit them because they're like hitting my like my balls. I just wanted to like smack the kid.
Oh my god!
So I hated it. It was terrible in that sense. And then I had a racist manager at that. So I ended up quitting one day because she pissed me off so bad. She was very rude to my mom, who's black. My mom came in just to like, oh, support me in my first job, and she was very rude to her. And so that night, I just like, I quit and walked out. So yeah, that was my first job, and that was probably my worst job.
I can't breathe.
Right, my tongue is on fire.
My worst job, honest to God, I don't think I had a bad job. Like all the jobs that I've ever had, I used to work for Rita's Ice, so I used to, you know, do the ices. I used to work for PennDOT, for the Department of Transportation in PA. That wasn't bad. I'm trying to think of what else. I was a tour guide in college. I used to work for a bank, and I used to work for a grocery store. Oh my gosh!
Right, we don't need your like list of jobs. I
know that. I'm trying to think of the worst one, but honestly, I think it's the one. Anything that I had to deal with customers, which was all of them. Because the thing is that like when you're dealing with people and you're dealing with their frustrations and they're angry and things like that, like you're trying to help them in what they need assistance with, but they're here like yelling at you. And the thing is that that's happened to me at Rita's Ice, that happened to me at PennDOT, that happened to me at the bank, grocery store, you name it. And so it's like, glass half full. I love working with everybody that I was with. You know, I used to make everybody's day, like we used to push through together. I used to be very funny and animated. But it was like with the customers, it was just like, would make the day so much
The customers
longer.
can make it like the worst. I totally get it. I totally feel that everyone should work a customer service job at least once in their life because then you have such an understanding and appreciation for those people. Because I'm telling you, like customers can come in and just like ruin your day because they're being such like assholes, you know? Like, so I totally get it.
We don't need to have that last one.
The last one. Okay, so I bought this and the guy was like, just do one like drop of it, but we're gonna do more than that, right? He said, shake it up. It's called the End Flatline Hot Sauce. So we'll see how that goes. You ready? What does love look like for you, or to you? Okay. Okay, that's like one dab of it, one dab.
That's blood red.
Yeah. Go ahead. We have to do this together because I'm just whatever. Dab it. You gotta like hit it because it's thick.
I think that's good.
That's like one little speck. Come on, more than that.
No.
Look.
I'm gonna run off right here crying.
Okay.
I might have to answer this first.
Ready?
No, I'm not ready.
Don't get it. Okay, don't rub your eyes because you have that on your
I'm rubbing my eyes.
Okay. Go for it. Go. Oh. It's not hot. The flavor is disgusting though. You took a bite of the side that doesn't even have it.
I know. I'm trying to get a bite with and without.
It's really not hot. The flavor is horrible though.
Watch for picking later.
It does.
It's fine. It's not fine.
What was the question?
Oh, mm-mm. I don't like that one.
Oh my gosh.
Is it hot or is it gross?
Is your mouth not on fire?
No.
Because you took a bite of the side that didn't have it.
No, look, I just ate it all.
Well, I did a big dab. I just want y'all to know that.
We did the same
no,
dab. The difference was that you put it in one little spot. I spread it.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like that one.
My tongue is on fire. Okay, I can do this. What does love look like to you? You go first.
Not that sauce.
I'll go first. I got this.
Come on, Texas.
I got this. Love is very selfless, I found. I didn't know what love looked like until I started like reading the Bible and getting into the Word of God. That's when I had like a better understanding of love. Because God loves us like unconditionally, and that's like true love. God is love. So that's how I gained my understanding of love. Because you really have to be very selfless in love and very patient in love. When you love someone or you're showing love towards others, it can't have any like selfishness in it. It can't have any thought of you in it, because when you love someone, like, you never know what they're going to do or what they're going to bring that might irritate you. In order to show them love, you have to like make yourself less in them and appreciate them more. If that makes any sense. Did you finish your drink already? Your eyes are watering. I got this. I'm good. It kind of helps to like talk.
Even not from Texas.
Even though my
not
tongue
Mexican.
is like numb, like right now. Like, it's awful. Go ahead. You got this.
Yeah, no, it's great.
His eyes are watering.
My mouth is insanely hot. It's burning. It's on fire. I don't want to do this anymore. What's love look like? It's I don't know.
You gotta answer. Come on.
I can't discuss this right now. My mind is not thinking. Oh my gosh! I guess it's just being there for people. It's
No, I truly want to know like your answer to this.
I can't even think right now with my mouth like on fire. I can't do it. Yeah, no. I mean, I can't. I'm literally, my eyes are crying.
Don't touch your eyes.
Oh my gosh!
I told you. You're like, I'm not gonna touch my eyes.
Oh. Yep, no, that bitch is in there. Oh. I can't answer this.
No, you gotta answer the question.
Oh. No, I have to go get cold water. I can't. Give me this.
So come on. Come and give your, what does love look like to you?
Love looks like to me, it's selfless. You just being there for people in their time of need. I really cannot.
What if like someone is like terrible to you? Like, you loved them and then they do something, they hurt you. How do you react to that?
Me, personally, I shut down. Yeah. I shut down. I don't know how to react. Before, it used to be through yelling. It used to be through throwing things, breaking things. And now, with all the life situations that I've been through, I'm trying to phase out of that and be more understanding. But at the same time that I'm doing that, I shut down.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think about God, he loves us so much that, he Jesus gave his life for us, but also, we do stuff daily, all the time, to, displease him. We live in sin, we walk in sin, whatever. We were born in sin, and, he still loves us through that. And so that's what I think about. When I think of love, I think of, Jesus and, how he loves us continually through, even when we're, displeasing him and doing the wrong thing, and we're hurting ourselves and we're hurting others. He still loves us through that, and he holds our hand and he guides us, and he's like, I got you, it's okay. He shows us that he's still there. That's what I think of when I think of love. So anyway, he's going through it.
I need God's love after all of this.
Let's pray for him in the name of Jesus. His eye is so red right now.
Oh.
Okay. So what'd you think? What was your favorite as far as flavor?
Never having that again. That one's okay. Yeah, I would have them in this order. Worst to favorite.
In this order, which I think is the order they go in, right?
That you put them in, yeah.
Yeah, I really obviously I love this because I'm black. And this is new to me. I like this. I'm surprised. I thought I was going to hate this, but I actually like it. I like this. It does have some heat behind it. This one is just god-awful, and it's going to burn the shit out of your mouth. My mouth is still on fire.
That's from the devil.
Okay, that is all, guys. Thank you for watching. You have to bite it where the sauce is on it.
I know, but I don't like biting it like this. I don't like the double bone.
Shit don't kick in until later. Don't pull there.
That bad? I just didn't like the flavor, honestly.
That flavor's disgusting.
Yeah.
The flavor's gross. Have more chicken, have more meat. Because that shit's gonna kick in like 3, 2, 1.
That's kicking good. I don't like it.
On a scale
Oh,
of
it's
one,
not going away.
I know. I'm trying to keep that in my mouth.
on a scale of 1 to 10, like 10 being the hottest, like how hot is it?
Like 14.
It's not that hot.
It is
Stop.
fucking hot.
It is not that hot.
Like, I feel like it's stuck in my taste buds, and it's not. It's not leaving.
This is
Disgusting.
what it is. The end, flatline.
Disgusting.
So good. I recommend it. Y'all should
No,
try some-
no, do not get it. Do not get it.